Remember me? I don't. Anyway, this is the first video in nearly 4 weeks, due primarily to the inconducive or unconducive, I don't know, I'll have to check that, weather we've had. As most of you are aware, ice baby. Right, we need some heat in them their fingers. And this is the problem with heated gloves. If you switch them on, get on with it. You gotta take your hand off the power. So this is a multi-purpose journey. Number one, I thought I better do a video before I disappear off the collective memories of everybody. Two, Bernie ought to have a run. As I said before, I can't really plug the battery maintainer in unless I want the window open all the time. Let me stick this down before my face freezes. Right, number three. It was my birthday not that long ago. And I bought myself a telescope, of all things. So, where I live, right in the middle of town, it is particularly orange with all the sodium lights. There's one right outside the house. So I'm scouting potential local locations that I could just shove it in the car, come out, and have a look in the sky. So yeah, I bought myself a Celestron 80 AZ refracting telescope. So it's got lenses in it rather than mirrors. Yeah, and it's not simply just stick it up at the sky and see the rings on Saturn. Takes a bit of practice and patience, and inevitably, you know, some of the components that come with these cheaper starter telescopes, if you like, aren't always the best quality. So when you're trying to look at Mars, it's sort of 220 I don't know, million miles away. there's not a lot of light, and so any crappy eyepieces that you've got will just scrub out most of that useful light, and all you can see is a blurry blob. So I've got another eyepiece coming, better quality one. So one potential option is to come out here maybe. Which I could do. Oh, look where we are. Due to ice. Not today, it ain't. Oh, sorry, the sign says picnic area closed due to ice. Hope they don't mean me. Right, so this is potential site number 1. Well, it's nice and full anyway. So we can go and have a look at option number 2. Now, I'll probably do what I always do with stuff like this. I mean, if you're old enough to remember the sitcom Terry and June, I'm a bit like Terry Medford. Pick up a new hobby every episode, fall in love with it, and then get bored of it very quickly. A bit like his snooker one when he bought himself a snooker table. Then came in all suited and booted with his waistcoat on. And it was only a tiny little table. So yeah, the first thing I've learned is size doesn't matter. No, that when you trouble is, you see the photos or you see the videos of, I don't know, Saturn through a telescope, through just a normal backyard telescope. Of course, it looks quite big, doesn't it? But they've of course used, you know, a camera to capture that image and then blown it up. So what you actually see through the eyepiece, which is small enough as it is, I mean, we're talking a 4 or a 6mm eyepiece, so the viewing area on it is very small. So you just got to be prepared, you know, that you're not going to see this huge planet in the viewfinder. And the other thing, I've been doing my homework. So that your telescope has a maximum useful magnification based on the aperture. Bloody greasy out. Yeah, so you've got to be careful not to overpower your telescope with the wrong focal length eyepiece. Otherwise you won't be able to focus on it and you'll just see fluff. So I was thinking maybe somewhere down here. I don't think the trees are in the way all the way, but it might be alright there. Certainly not here, or here. I mean, you got to remember, you're going to be fumbling around in the dark. So, no, this is no good. There may be. So yeah, now I've got that, I hate the weather even more. Because when you've got a bike, you hate the rain. So now I'm going to hate the rain and the clouds even more, because I want to be able to see what I can see in the sky. I've had one night where I've been able to use it, and that didn't last too long because the clouds rolled in. So anyway, that's enough about that then. So a quick shout out to Aussie Biker Dude. Got some quality stickers off him. Thank you very much. And some off Ainsworth. I can't remember if I said previously or not, but yeah, some stickers from Ainsworth. Nice to see Derek's getting a bit better. Do you know where to go? I was... yeah, see? Oh, I know where. Indecision. Bad for you. Very bad for you. I remember an incident as a... was I a teenager then? I don't think I was, no. No, I wasn't. I must have... was I? No. Must have been about 10 when we used to play bike tig. I think what I'll do is I'll go up there and show you. Indecision. As a youngster, used to live around here, and we used to play bike tig. So it's like normal tig but on push bikes. I mean, how none of us died, I don't know. You know what it's like as a child and you're playing tig, desperately trying to get away from whoever's on it, so to speak. And we clatter up and down up through these alleyways and access ways. I had a racer at the time, which wasn't the best bike for bumping it up and down curbs. And more often than not, the game devolved into the gang who weren't on it coming up here. I used to live just down there, and yeah, you'd come up and you'd sit up here, because you could watch the poor puffed out sod approaching from that way where we've just came. You'd see him coming up the hill. You got enough time to then sprint down here, and you could either sprint all the way back down to the bottom, or you could come down round here, and he'd never catch you because he's knackered from going up the hill. So we'd either come roaring down through here, or down the main road, which shadows us to the left, and this will bring me out where we came into the estate, Monksdale. And there's a story behind the whole naming of this place, but yeah. So we come down here, and we'd wait down there, and one would wait here, and then you could watch him either coming down the hill, down through where we've just been, or up this way. In fact, one of us would probably come down here and wait on that corner, and he could never catch you. So it was a bit unfair. So we decided we would, when we could, we'd play here, because sometimes the gates are open and we play inside the school. And in fact, the gates weren't open. We'd chuck them over the gate at the back, play inside the school, which had a nice loop all the way round, and it was a bit like a rabbit warren in places. Let's have a look at the back entrance. I mean, it was great living around here because there was loads of kids. Those wooden buildings and that weren't there. It was a bit more empty in my day. That brick building there wasn't there. They were just huts back in my day, but the gates are a bit different now as well. The ones we went over had barbed wire on the top, and they weren't quite so tall, but yeah, we just chucked the bikes over. Anyway, bike tig. So I remember one weekend probably, or after school, probably a weekend, not so many people about in there, I was being chased, and I could go fork left or fork right, and there was the IT block was right in front of me, and I could, as I say, go left that way or right that, and my brain couldn't decide, and I just went straight into the wall. Buggered me bike up. Bent the forks on it. But I just paralysed by indecision. Well, anyway, after all that incoherent jabbering, I shall leave you to it. And hopefully catch you all sooner rather than later. Tatty bye.
Wow.